We are dead.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Late Night with Cap. I am JT Gunn, and we have a special live episode this month, like always. And I am here with a fellow guest, and I'll bring them on. They are a good crew. And what we're doing tonight is we're going to have kind of like a virtual campfire where we're going to share some scary videos, maybe some stories, see who gets scared on stream. I heard there's going to be a giveaway of some sort. We also have a poll on the chat. So what's scarier, paranormal or unexplained events? And yeah, so hopefully you're excited to join us. My dog is scared. She's growling. Hopefully you can't hear her. Maybe you can. So let's go ahead and bring on the guest. And they've been around. You've seen them. They've been here for a lot of the Art Bell. And then ExtraZero decided to hang out with us some more.
Yeah.
So it's good to have everyone back. How has your month been, by the way, since we last spoke on the channel?
My month?
Yeah. Anyone, whoever wants to speak up.
He's like, yeah, I mean, I didn't mean you, but I guess you can talk.
Oh, look, I scared Jacob with my intro.
It was a pretty good jump scare. You weren't expecting it. My month's been pretty good. I've gone through, I've gotten a bunch of certificates, settled in the new job. I've relaunched my old YouTube channel, been doing a lot with the Gronk Squad gaming videos, and doing a lot of Transformers content on my channel. I'll be doing a lot in the coming week because we have TFCon around the corner. I'll be meeting a couple voice actors that have been fans of my entire life, Michael Bell and Frank Welker, as well as Doug Parker, who is part of Beast Wars and Transformers Armada. He was Pterosaur. Going to be a really fun convention, and a lot of friends coming from all over the country are going to be coming in. So
very cool.
Yeah, been a good month. Been a good month.
Right, very cool. Def Bro, you've been hanging out with me and Beard on After Weekend for about a month, sharing, reviewing scary movies. So I hope you're doing pretty good.
Oh yeah, I've been liking it. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you like the ones that I picked or not.
Well, you did pick one of the worst movies ever, which was Troll 2.
Yeah.
And then you picked Frighteners, which was okay, but I liked it better when I was a kid. So I mean,
I had a good time.
Yeah, Beard had a good time. He always has a good time. And then we got Lambercy down there. He's always working on something. At least he's wearing pants.
We would know by now, really.
Hey Jeff, how's it going? Who's got the marshmallows? Is that Jason? Did Jason bring the marshmallows?
Yeah, I got the marshmallows. They're on the grill outside. That's why I've got the window open, so I can make sure that nothing's burning. It has been a crazy week at work, so I'm looking forward to this episode, Cap, because it will help me get into the Halloween spirit. No pun intended. So it's great to be here.
Yeah, we're going to share some videos. We're going to share maybe some stories. And like I said, there's a poll in there to tell us what you're more scared of. And there could be later on, mid of the show, we'll do a giveaway. So, and that would be pretty fun. I don't know what the giveaway is. It's Lambercy's idea. You could end up with all kinds of crazy things. So I don't know. What were your giveaway going to be, Lambercy? You're going to keep it a surprise?
I mean, first I was thinking of giving him a Bill Clinton ring T-shirt, but then I said, nah, that's not personal enough. So we'll get to it when we get to it.
Okay. All right. So now, when I started the show, a lot of you had some really good ideas, and you was kind of neat to that you already had some of these videos you shared with me were pretty old. So they must really stood with you the test of time. So, hey, Sean, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. But I'm going to go ahead and say hi to some people in the chat, too. We got Jacob. We already scared him once. And then we have Alaska Jeff or Caster Craft. Voodoo Doll. Ooh, okay. She don't get on her bad side, Beard. She may make a little doll of you.
It would be the most adorable doll, though. Let's admit.
Yeah, you would be like a little troll.
Might actually be life size too.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be like those little troll toys, except it's the hairs all down here.
Yeah, you'll have like a emblem in your like a diamond.
That's a $1 idea. If you did those and like had it, like I guarantee they would sell. Like
Yeah. And then
Maybe I just found my Halloween costume. I just need some like spray on hair color and just take my shirt off and prance around.
put a little gem in your belly button.
Wait,
Who's your big stud?
That's me, honey.
Take me to bed or lose me forever.
Show me the way home, honey.
wait, did you say take your shirt off?
He did.
Because it's come to my attention, we have a doppelganger here, and I'm calling you out, Cap.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. What's going on here?
Uh-oh. Ah!
Oh, wow.
I'm Captain America.
It's Captain Ukraine.
You gotta,
No, I don't have billions of dollars being given to me for nothing.
I
You know
set
that-
you up perfect for that. Didn't even know it.
You know what that deserves, and I haven't done it in a while, is one of these. There you go.
I heard that's Beard's favorite.
What, the dance?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
He giggles every time he sees it. Look how red his face is.
I just
I
like
giggle,
how,
I giggle because I know that no matter where R2 is, like his ears start tingling. He starts,
He
his
hates
blood
that
pressure
thing.
rises.
He hates it. Yeah.
I just liked watching all of your reactions, like, why the fuck is this dude stripping? And then all of a sudden just laughing. Like, ew, why is this big old dude stripping? Oh, I get it now.
Yeah. It's okay. We're having fun. So I'm glad everyone's here. So let's go ahead and get started with some of our guest shares here. I'm going to start with Def Rowe. He shared something. I guess it's a video of a lady who supposedly has a haunted house. Do you want to kind of tell us kind of a summary why you chose this video, why it maybe scares you, I guess, or gives you the creeps?
Well, it gives me the creeps because you got to understand down here in Alabama. I don't know if they do this elsewhere, but here in Alabama, they will, like when a dump site for a trash company goes out of business or anything like that, they fill it with dirt and then they sell it on to a land development company, and then you end up getting a bunch of subdivisions and houses being built on top of it.
Oh, like what's that movie, Poltergeist?
Poltergeist.
Seen Poltergeist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this lady moves into a newer house. They ain't been there. They haven't been there very long, and they go to start digging into the ground to start putting a fence in. But she finds something in the ground, and she stops. And that's kind of where this video picks up. And I'll tell you what happened. I followed up on this after the fact, so I know exactly what happened after that and everything.
Yeah, and we'll share the links of these videos or whatever these fine gentlemen share in the chat, and then later on I'll put them in the description once the show's over. But this is this was a TikTok video, or on Twitter or X. You can kind of find it, and I think the account. What's the account again? Katie Santry.
Yeah, that's the TikTok, but she also has an Instagram because I don't have a TikTok, so I was able to follow up on it on Instagram.
Okay, here we go.
Quick question. How does a garbage company go out of business?
I don't understand that either. It just recently happened a year ago where one garbage company came in and just like bought out the other one, and it's because the other one was going under.
Their dump sites sometimes have limits on how much they can put there in the area and the height that they can build. So sometimes they just have to pave over it and put in like gas management things so it doesn't, have methane and explode, and then they just move on to a different location.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say gas management?
Yes.
Well, and if you run out of land to put the stuff, you kind of go out of business. Where are you going to put the trash?
I saw Star Wars and they had this compactor thing. Why don't we have? All right, I'm overthinking this.
I was going to say real quick, my company, they had people that weren't paying, and they had to like go in and be like, yeah, we were lenient, but you guys are hurting us, and they were sharing their margins because people were just like riding out grace periods. So maybe that's also a case too.
Oh,
they got
sure,
taken advantage of.
Okay, well, let's see what this says. Let me know if you hear the sound again, and if not, then I'll restart it. But let's see.
Okay, I am so sorry
Good.
to have left you hanging all night, but
She looks terrified.
my whole house is now caution taped off. If you were not watching the live, both dogs sat on the hole. So the dogs run separately. So the first dog came out and the dog sat, and audible gasp, absolute fucking shock. I thought that this was the end of everything today, and the second dog comes out, sniffs around, and sat. I will like splice the video together, but I still have reporters at my house. Cops are staying here overnight. Crime scene investigators come tomorrow and start to dig. And that's all I know right now, essentially. This has taken a fucking twist. And if I don't get on a murder podcast after this, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not trying to like make a joke out of it, but I started crying on the live, and I'm absolutely freaked out. And this is how I handle things. Dark humor. So if anything, my hope is still that maybe this is just like a bloody carpet, that someone got a bloody nose or scraped a knee. But if somehow this ends up being more than that and we are able to bring closure, first off, this wouldn't have happened without TikTok. I was not going to do this myself. I have like guilt now that I wasn't going to do this on my own. This is only happening because of all of you little sleuths and impatient little bitches, as I said, who pushed me to do this. So as insane as this is, if what is potentially going to happen happens and there ends up being some form of crime here, I appreciate you. And I will put together an actual video from the moment and figure out how to like splice together parts of my live when the dog sat. But for now, I feel bad that you hadn't been updated. So here it is. I'm going to stop talking because I'm rambling.
What? So what did she find?
You know,
So what happened was they brought two dogs out there because originally when they started digging a hole for the fence, they found a rolled up carpet in the ground. And they were like, oh shit, what's going on here? Well, and before all this, she had some other incidences happen in the house, like the screen on her laptop being shattered, things being dropped in the house, just random things happen in the house that shouldn't be happening. And so when they start doing that with the fence, they were like, okay, well, the people on TikTok is like, yeah, you probably need to call the cops and all this other stuff. So, but first she brought out two.
Bless you, Lambercy.
Two dogs
vicious.
that were there to what is it called where they sniff out corpses or like
Cadaver dogs?
Cadaver dogs.
Cadaver dog. Yeah, they brought two separate cadaver dogs out there. Both of them sat in that exact spot. So that's when she had to call the police out there, and then that's when they did the dig. After the dig, I don't know if you want to play something else or not. I'm just gonna.
This is a second video
yeah.
where I think she's explaining a little bit more.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit after. So we could play this one too. So
all right.
Okay. So I'm sitting outside with my friends who were actually the ones that were here for the dig party and trying to like decompress from everything that's happened. My anxiety is so high, and I cried on TikTok Live with 100,000 people. And
wow.
I'm going to insert here the video of the dogs marking. It was already on live, and that's why I'm basically going to share everything that is already out there in the world. And then anything that happened essentially after the police told me to turn off the camera will remain in the hands of the law. They will be here tomorrow to dig. And yeah, but here is the video of the dogs hitting.
Defro. You're just gonna laugh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So that is the dogs hitting, both dogs hitting on the hole. And basically for.
So she called some people, right? And they brought out some dogs, and they found possibly a dead body. Do we know anything beyond that?
Yeah, since then they had the cops out there. They did do a dig with investigators out there. What they found was exactly what she thought could be, was a rolled up carpet.
Yeah, I put a USA Today article in the private.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, and the whole thing ended up, but she's still having. It ended up being nothing in the ground. But at the same time, I'm thinking, I kept thinking to myself, I was like, she's probably sitting on like a huge ass trash heap, like a lot of these places are these days. And you don't know what people throw away. And they just take that stuff and just throw it in the ground. You don't know what you're sitting on, really.
Yeah.
And that's this part that kind of freaks me out. It's like people throw some weird shit away.
Yeah.
So there you go. And
this was recent too.
Yeah, this
So
was
this was
real
a-
recent.
So this was
October
a
4th.
rug. Yeah, this was a rug that they hit on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So there. Yeah.
But
But
I do have to quickly add that if it's your house and your property, it actually didn't really matter if you're not in the way of the cops. They can't tell you to stop recording. Keep your camera on, people.
well, here's
true.
the thing. She's still having phenomena happen in her house right now. I'm still following her on Instagram, and she's still talking about that part of it. And she's had noises starting to happen now in the, because she has it upstairs. Everybody's upstairs at night asleep, and then downstairs at night, all kinds of noise are happening at night.
So
So she's talking about installing video cameras in her house in places that haven't been installed, so she can catch more of the activity that's going on. So there's still more to come to this. We don't know. I'd like to see what else she ends up catching on video, if she catches anything.
Okay, and then I put the Instagram there. I'm guessing she posts stuff there too as well
She does.
to get updates.
But if you look at her Instagram, she's not into ghost stuff. She's just like one of those type people that get on there and tell you about how to use makeup or
So
something like that.
did the activity? I wonder if the activity started once she, like, it's all in her head maybe, and it has happened after she found the rug.
Well, no, the laptop and the activity in the house started before she found the rug.
Okay.
And then she found the rug, and it escalated things from there.
Okay.
So,
what do you think, Extra? You're the one that's out of all of us that.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of it. So this was new to me. And I'm looking at it, so I'd be curious to see, does she have on any of her lives anything happening in real time, like, or is she just kind of going and
sometimes she
showing?
does.
Okay.
If you have I think she does more of her lives on TikTok and not
Yeah.
Instagram. But I don't have a TikTok account. I don't plan on getting one, so I just kind of.
I'm in that same realm. Like, I don't mess with TikTok. Tris is one of our regulars over on Gronking. So
If you're just watching, if you're just new to the channel, a few months ago, Extra came on and he shared his own experiences with paranormal, and they were pretty crazy stories. Some of it was pretty unbelievable, and so you could definitely watch that. But yeah, he's our panel expert here.
It's with ExtraZero. I never told you. You remember that Ninja Turtle story you told us about?
Yeah.
I never told you, but when I was a kid, I had the same one, and I had some creepy experiences with that thing too. So I'm not surprised.
Was it the same?
It was the exact same
It was
one.
Michelangelo as well. Yeah,
it was Michelangelo as well. I didn't have a problem. My friends had the other ones. They never had a problem, but I had a problem with that one.
Okay.
So you guys got to compare your dates. Make sure it wasn't the same doll.
Well, it probably was the same manufactured one, because back then, like, there were only a couple companies, like I think it was like Panini or Pantone, that made a lot of those stuffed toys that were like, for boy brands back in the day, like Mario and Donkey Kong and the Turtles. So,
All right. Well, thanks for sharing that, and Def. So if you all want to continue following that story, definitely check out the Instagram for her. in the news article because it was pretty recent. It was only 20 days less days ago. So
yeah, it's fairly. And some other things happened after the whole rug incident. She actually got hacked on her account because she filled out an application for something that she didn't know that was somebody trying to spoof her. Yeah, I think, and honestly, she's not faking any of this stuff because
she seemed pretty terrified or upset.
Yeah, it's a lot because a lot of people she gets pissed off when people start doing that kind of stuff and like, oh, you're just making shit up and that kind of thing.
You could see the police there and the caution tape.
Yeah, so it's. I'm going to keep following and see where it goes to. If she puts up more cameras in her house, that'd be awesome.
Maybe we could do a update video.
Do a follow up.
Yeah,
that's what you got to clip. You got to clip Robert Stack coming in from Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Netflix will probably sue me, but yes,
he's not on the Netflix one.
Oh, he's not. That's right. They don't do any homage to him at all.
No. There's no host.
Yeah, we need an AI Robert Stack.
Man, yeah. But, not good.
But it's hard for. I don't know why Netflix wouldn't do that because as soon as I hear that music for Unsolved Mysteries, that's the only thing I think of is Robert Stack coming through the door and say
they should have got Jeff Bennett.
If her house is haunted, Lambercy shared a wonderful video on what
it's actually funny. I was thinking about this video when this was going on, and this was my exact thought process on it if I lived there.
Yeah, so this is the video that Lambercy provided on how a haunted house may go. So let's see. Again, let me know if you can hear the sound.
Okay, you got some good reflexes. What the fuck? I'm the ghost of Timothy James. And if you don't leave. Nah, I can't do that. Well, if you don't, I'll probably kill you. Take a look around. Those are 2 beanbags in my living room. That is not my choice. I can't afford to go anywhere else. Yeah, but you'd be living with a ghost. I'm about to eat pancake corn dogs for dinner. This is my first meal of the day. Oh my God. So how'd you die? Invited this girl I met off Tinder over, and she stabbed me to death.
There you go. Well, there you go. That's pretty funny.
Awesome.
That's one way to handle a ghost, right? Is to just not be scared of them. Tell them.
Also a good way to reboot Casper.
I'm about to eat pancake hot dogs for dinner. My first meal.
It's my first meal of the day.
That ghost is like, oh damn, bro.
Yeah. He just has 2 bean bags, and he's like, I'm not going anywhere. So that's pretty funny.
I can't afford to go anywhere else.
Yeah, and that was from what I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to. I forgot to mention the name of that account. But
Trish says, imagine if a ghost threw something at Waffle House Wendy.
Yeah, it's look at EVC Noble is the account on YouTube. Right. Image of threw something at a Waffle House. Yeah, that'd be pretty
funny. See, I'm jealous of his beanbag chairs. I wasn't wealthy enough to have beanbag chairs. I had camping chairs from Walmart.
Dude, I had a TV on the ground and stuff, and I laid down.
Had cup holders.
That's all you need.
At the TV.
TV and some camping chairs. Jeez. Yeah.
Oh God, that's luxury.
It is. And then you have like your gaming system hooked up to it somehow, right? I'm guessing that's how it went.
Hey Jason, you and Tris are on the same page.
Yeah.
The biggest paranormal activity is the U.S. economy. Yep. Yeah. Jason mentioned that earlier. That was his story.
I came into my live selling stream earlier talking about we need to tax the rich even more. I'm like, we could pull all their money together and only run the government for 9 months. Maybe we don't have a millionaire and billionaire problem. Maybe we have a government overspending problem.
Yeah, maybe.
I can feel the chill going up my spine. You guys got to stop. I can't handle this story anymore.
Yeah, I gave Cap the link to the U.S. debt clock. We can sit there and watch it tick away for a few seconds. That is scary stuff. Scary
I
stuff.
don't know
You've heard of the subscriber count, the YouTube subscriber count that people watch live to see when they get 1 million. I introduce you.
You know what would make
debt clock. Notice how it doesn't just go a couple at a time; it just jumps up a couple trillion.
You know what would make the debt clock even scary is you take the Saw theme and then you put a like that blue-green filter over it, and as it ticks, the music gets more intense, like it's a jigsaw trap.
We're all grown-ups here. That's what scares us.
Yeah, we're all grown-ups. Yep. Yeah, and yeah, we could probably do a video like that and make it count down, like you said, and then have screams in the background every time it goes higher and higher. I think that'd be pretty funny. All right, so ExtraZero, you have a video about. I would say we share your Horton Mine video.
Yeah, so this is an older one. It's old but gold. This was one that I saw maybe. God, I feel like I first saw this like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, this is very old school YouTube. I'm going to warn everybody. I'm pretty sure it was. Let's see, the date on it was 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of right around when YouTube was
really picking up steam.
Yeah, young and fun, and everything. So, all 3-letter agencies are creepy.
Facts.
Yep. What's this one say? I love the video called "Why Ghosts Don't Haunt Asians' Houses." Oh yeah, I've seen that one. That's actually pretty funny. All right, so I'm gonna share the video here. Do you want to kind of do a backstory on this extra?
Yeah. So this first came on my radar under another channel. It was the Top Fives channel.
Oh yeah, that's a good channel. That's a good channel to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, and great narrator. I've never caught the narrator's name or info, but he brought this up. Now this channel is called Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places. And if you look at the content on the channel, he doesn't do much in the way of anything being haunted. It's just a very, dry channel where he's going and looking at abandoned mines and talking about the technicals of them. So this video caught a lot of people off guard. It was not an April Fool's Day video. It was uploaded in June of 2013. So it wasn't, hey, April Fool's or Halloween. It was just a regular upload for him. And so, you'll see in the video why this is so strange. He did too. He also did a return to the mine. And in the return, yep, I thought I had linked that.
Was there a trilogy part of it? Yeah. Was it the Mine Strikes Back?
It's the follow up from June 2014. So if I didn't put that on Twitter,
you did. I have. Okay. Yeah. We'll watch this one first, and we'll get. But I love the old school YouTube intro here. Very, very old school.
That's Windows Movie Maker, my friend.
Okay, here's a lower attic at the Victorine mine. I believe this was an older mine that once they dug the upper tunnels, this got incorporated into the same claim or whatever. I forget what this was called, this particular mine entrance here, but this one's got a little bit of water in it coming out of it. Not much. Okay, we can go in here and just take a quick look. I don't think I'm going to explore this particular mine. There's a little bit too much water in here, and I know this mine is really old, but
sure if you did or not.
In a mine.
Yeah, the Superstition mine. If she's talking about one in Arizona, a lot of people have been lost in those mountains for years. So let's see here.
Prints here in the mud. But I just don't think it's wise to go in here when there's water. Try to avoid this if I can. I'm gonna have to step across here. Let me turn my light on. Okay, here's a shot looking down the attic from just inside the portal, and some water here and there. So I'll go up here just a little bit further and see if it dries out any. Okay, a little further inside the tunnel here. There's still water.
Just caves in general. freak me out.
Yeah.
Right? Have you seen those Instagram reels where like they show like a silhouette of how a guy got stuck in a cave because he's crawling through a little tunnel, or he fell through a hole? Beard, you're shaking your head.
I don't have like real bad claustrophobia. Like I can be in a closet and not lose my mind, but as soon as I can't like stick my elbows out, I start like. So no, the thought of being stuck in a cave and not being able to get out, my heart rate is up right now.
When
Or they
Aaron
get, like,
Ralston
inverted or whatever. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. When Aaron Ralston had his accident, man, that you couldn't escape those videos. No pun intended. They were all over the place.
Yeah.
Gotta hand it to that guy.
Let me put it like this: when it comes to claustrophobia, I'm like Darth Vader. I need space.
Coming out here, out the tunnel.
So there must be some of a water source somewhere.
Sketchy. I'll go a few feet further in and check it out, but I think I'm going to pass on this one.
As he keeps walking.
This is one of the creepiest mine tunnels I've ever been in, just because of how dilapidated it is and all these chains.
Now pay attention here to these chains.
The overhead, and there's a shot looking down the tunnel even further, but still pretty wet. And taking a look around here back at the entrance, which is there. Okay, here's a shot looking back towards the entrance. I'm a little bit further in, and looking down the tunnel here.
You see the chain?
Mm-hmm.
The chain's moving?
Just a single chain.
Well, there's actually two moving there, but one's really swinging.
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not.
Oh man. Oh.
So interesting
My guy,
there too.
Your feet should be moving.
And he states that the temperature dropped.
Yeah, this mine definitely has a very spooky vibe to it. So I'm going to head back out and check out the other stuff that's here. This is just too wet, too muddy. And obviously something is making the chains swing. So time to get the hell out of here.
Now he's got bad vibes about it, but it could be debunked. I've seen people say, well, it could be an animal. That very well could be the case.
Right.
Some rodent.
What freaks me out is the chains are going perpendicular to him. Like if he had thrown something to knock them, they would be swinging. They'd be swinging to and from him.
Right.
They're going sideways. So yeah, this is legit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And even if it was a creature like a bat that has bad hearing and tinnitus and ran into it, you would have heard chain links rattle before he turned around and saw it moving.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, look at that. It's swinging pretty good back and forth there.
And it seems to be very specifically swinging from the very top point. Like it wasn't pulled up and like dropped down. So it's kind of like wobbly or whatever. It was pulled out straight or something.
What's creepy to me is the fact that you can't explain it as some sort of like air vent or anything either, because there would be some sort of bend in the chain, and
plus
it's just
the water
completely straight. Yeah, plus the water, and it's just completely straight.
Yeah, the water.
I'm beginning to think Ghost Casper needed some money.
Well, the second video, something even more creepy and unexplained happens towards. The end.
I'm gonna queue up that here real quick. So if you wanna kind of mention that a little bit, I'll get that going.
Yeah. So the following summer, the following June, he went back, and it's a longer video. It's we'd mentioned the early days of YouTube. It used to be that your videos had to be under 10 minutes, if you remember that, and they shifted that to longer format. So granted that we're looking at a nearly 4-minute video. The next one's nearly 8 minutes long. And he goes back to the mine and gives it a very objective look, and he goes in deeper, but towards the end of that expedition, something really creepy happens.
Right. This is it right here, right?
Yeah. So he's going in and doing a follow up. Again, it's very objective, looking at corrosion in the water. And then when he gets to
right around, I think it's obviously right here.
yeah, it's the most replayed. So when he gets to the end, he finds where the water's coming from.
Okay, right there is where the water's coming from, and
that's a ton of water. I wonder if it rained.
Mm-hmm.
So
right above that, you can see the metal ore chute.
You might want to turn the volume up a little bit too.
It's part of the ore pass coming down there at an angle, and that came down right over here.
Sounds like someone's seen
this horizontal section right here, and then the ore was probably dumped out into the waiting tram car, and then they would just haul it out the tunnel in these motorized tram cars to the portal. Okay, you can see some ladders there going up. There's one right there going up at an angle, and then there's one right above the ore chute right there. I don't know if there was a manway in the ore pass or not. There probably was. And that would probably go up about 800, 900 feet to the opening that's outside the Victorine mine. And right here is the end of the ore pass. You can see a grizzly in there, the bars, and that would hold back the rocks that were too big to fit through, while the smaller rocks would tumble through into the tram car that would wait right here, and then it would drive it right out the tunnel. They were motorized, kind of like a modified dump truck. And I'm not going to climb up these ladders and check all that out. It's too wet, too rusty. And
oh, it didn't have the audio.
Yeah, something happens to him here.
100, 900 feet to the opening that's outside the Victorine mine. And right here is the end of the ore pass. You can see a grizzly in there, the bars, and that would hold back the rocks that were too big to fit through, while the smaller rocks would tumble through into the...
I think there was someone that said something to him, right?
Yeah, you hear voices.
Well, either way, it's. I mean, you got a lot of rain. It's. But here's the channel. I'm gonna put the channel in the. It's called Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places.
Okay, I found a video with just that, so I'll put it in private because you got to hear these voices because they're creepy as heck.
Can you go back to the first video?
The first video?
Yeah. I don't know if y'all saw anything or not, but it was weird. I don't know if I was just seeing things. I just want to see if y'all see it.
Yeah, sure. We can go back to it. Let me share this one for the sound.
Oh, wait, that's a different bit. Oh boy. I'm trying to find the one specifically of Horton.
This doesn't look like his. This is creepy.
I did find a video of just the voices, but it doesn't have him running out. So I don't know why that video was edited. So here we go. This one is 23 seconds, but it has just the voices before he runs out.
Okay. 1 second. Beard, do a little dance while we're getting this going here.
I like how Beard's trying to talk and he's muted.
Forgot that I was muted. I can do the truffle shuffle.
No, let's just have people go
do
watch
the truffle shuffle.
Could do our Goonies review. Okay, so here it is. Here's the strange voices. I'm gonna turn it all the way up here. Sorry if I blow your speakers. If you're wearing headphones, beware.
Okay, I'm turning down my headphones.
What? My 6'5" brother went caving one time. Almost got stuck. Oh my god, that's terrifying. All right, here we go. Yeah.
With all the cascading water and what the fuck is that?
And that's right before he runs out. Like he books it out of there.
All I'm hearing is Horton here's a hoop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty. Because you can hear the water. Obviously, if you're watching that video, you probably the original one. You probably couldn't hear it unless you enhanced it. But it is very, very creepy. Let's go back
Let's
to
just
the.
say if those are real voices and stuff, I just want to say I want to know what happened at Horton back then. What he fucked up so badly that he's still getting yelled at all these years later.
Okay, let's see what Def Bro's talking about here. Sorry, I'm like sharing multiple things. This is what helps when you have a producer. I'm just me. Let's see here. Okay. Where do you think you saw it, Def Bro?
Skip to where right there. Go back. Right there.
Right here.
Yes, where he's starting to look down the tunnel the first time.
You see
this
something?
This is one of the creepiest mine tunnels I've ever been in, just because of how dilapidated it is and all these chains hanging down from the overhead. And there's a shot tunnel even further, but
stop.
Still pretty wet.
Go back just a second.
Okay.
Right there. What is that?
What is what?
All right, you have the rock right there, but then it looks like something with horns right there.
Right here?
Yes.
Oh. What is that, Beard?
I'm going to be boring, and I typically will say what it was most likely is in our real world, because even if it's not,
still pretty.
I tend to err on the side of
wet.
It's probably just rocks.
Yeah, or mud.
But I can see the shape you're talking about.
Yeah.
Huh.
But see, when he gets down there, you don't see it anymore because he goes further in.
Yeah, it's gone.
It could just be the light refracting on the mud from a distance and just kind of producing
that alone would be the reason I wouldn't go further in, because I would have seen that shit in real life and been like, nope, I don't know what that is.
Cameras 10 years ago produced a lot of macro blocking. Well, that's probably an older than 10-year-old camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can caves pick up analog transmissions? I don't know. Anyone on the panel answer that?
It's hard to say, but I think that if you were to debunk the siren stuff, it's like, well, okay, if he wanted to fake it, he could have put a speaker in the vent and just booked it out of there. But I've always found this one interesting, as I mentioned, because if you look at the main content on his channel, and he's still uploading, as far as I'm aware,
he is.
It is just very milquetoast, actual informative exploration videos where he's not trying to sensationalize the content. So, given the sum of the parts, I view this as legitimate. I mean, it's possible to hoax this, sure, but
he doesn't have a history of the other events, is why this one stands out.
And 2014 and 2013, that wasn't an era where you could get really big bucks on YouTube. Like, that wasn't an era where people were chasing the algorithm and trying to get a big payday.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because that was pretty much the era of where everybody wasn't really sure if you could make any money off doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So people just did it for fun.
Yeah,
this is the kind of stuff that I kind of wish I had heard the enhanced audio that just told me voices here and let me listen to it to see if I could pick out the words they were saying, because it's very easy to get confirmation when the words are presented to you. I mean, because I would say, again, like I said, I believe stuff is out there, but I tend to err on the side of the explainable. That way, when something is unexplainable, people will believe it more, because I'm not just saying that everything is. It could potentially be that the overlapping echoes of the water, people were able to pick out certain sounds that sounded like words or letters and things like that, voices even. The siren I can't explain that.
That was weird.
But it's definitely creepy, and especially if his reaction then was he heard it and that's why he left. It does make it a lot more believable than just somebody isolated the audio later and put words to it.
So I don't know if it's his most popular video. It's actually let's see here. Trish asked that. No, but it does have. It's not his most popular video, but it's his third most popular. He has it has like 5 million views. He has other videos of mine that he finds things that are pretty not ghosts, but they're just like
creepy.
Wow, why is this here? So what's up, Joker Voice? Good to see you. So speaking of exploration, I found a guy when I was trying to find a video. I just stumbled on this person.
Did you apologize?
Yes, I did. I apologize.
Did he accept your apology?
He did. I don't think he did because he never contacted me. His name is UrbanX Hill. He lives in Cleveland, and what he does is he just kind of roams all the like abandoned buildings in Cleveland, and he comes across the craziest things: homeless people, drugs. Sometimes maybe it's a ghost. We don't know. Strange noises. This one, he is kind of walking through an old school in Cleveland. It's actually kind of sad too, because this school's probably seen some pretty better days. But it is pretty. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of a clip, but he has long videos, short videos of him walking through this stuff. But yeah, he's again. Let me know if you can see the volume. But he comes across something. You can tell me what you think it is, and then I'll let it play even more.
The
Hey,
man
what's up,
bear
Love
pig.
It? Good to see you. All right, here we go. It's just him and his camera.
This is how you get botulism.
Yeah, he wears a mask. He wears all kinds of stuff like that, but
this is the big hell no for me.
He goes through all of this stuff, and he does have a gun. He does have a gun with him.
Good.
Yeah. She knows him. Trish knows him.
Did he just say the room smells bad or looks bad?
Smells bad, like probably like
books
human urine or cat.
Yeah.
Perfectly good books left behind.
Totally off smell.
I could have went to another school nearby.
So just kind of setting the tone here, because he does go through some just crazy areas.
It's broke.
I actually would have expected to see a lot more damage in graffiti.
Some of the places he goes to, yes, they are pretty damaged.
Oh no, it's an old printer. Jeez, ancient.
Is that what you have, Lambercy?
Close enough.
Hey, what's up?
It was back when Kyrie played for the Cavs. 2014.
Yeah, so school wasn't closed for very long, and it looks like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to see. A little nostalgia.
Uh-oh. Did the video pause? Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
Yeah.
Be careful. You might be stumbling upon a meth house.
Yeah.
Or a
Well,
meth
that
school.
happens. That happened to a movie theater near me, where I used to live.
Yeah.
I just see these barrels and buckets laying around, and I'm thinking,
Look at this bathroom. It's pretty crazy.
It's like someone took a sledgehammer to it.
shit.
Oh, fuck. Somebody's in.
Did you see that?
Yes. That was great.
So we'll try it again. He's like,
I'm not happy.
No, I don't.
No, this is better than the Blair Witch Project.
Stop, it's really loud.
This is the Meth Witch Project.
I'm proud of myself. I didn't jump. Jump scares always get me. I hate them.
Oh, it gets better.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh, good. It gets better. Oh, good.
It gets better.
Don't stand there, dude. Keep going. What the hell?
Scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, you should have done that already. That's no, you back out. You back out.
Get out. Move your feet the other direction.
Dude, what?
Hello.
You can tell he's pretty terrified. Like, this is not something he planned.
What the fuck? Oh, it's a fucking toy.
Okay, but then why was it standing?
Why did it fall?
Dude, don't. Don't
No.
Holy shit, that scared the hell out of me. Excuse my language. Heart is racing.
Why?
I thought it was a person standing there. It's a toy.
Okay, what if that was all just a prank and the actual dude who's going to get you is in one of the stalls next to you?
Dude,
God.
Did you see how it fell?
that was
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh.
It was standing perfectly still.
And then it decided to go planking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't look like there's any air circulation. I mean, buildings like that tend to have, no good ventilation outside of like a central air system.
Right.
And it's kind of obvious that hasn't been running at all.
So, in the same school, he comes across something else. But look at the walls in this school.
Oh, great.
Only like
Killing
10
me with
years. He has tons of video like this. It's. I recommend you watching him.
He's walking this way. Listen.
No, run.
Go this way.
You might want to put yourself on mute, Beard.
All right. It's the main lobby. Main office.
But you could just come across a tweaked out dude who doesn't know what he's doing and tries to eat your face.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be that one guy on bath salts ready to eat your face.
Safe is still here. I wonder what's in it. Oh shit.
So did you see the shadow?
Yeah.
He's walking this way.
So
Listen.
it's right around here.
But there's a voice before the shadow, too.
Uh-huh.
Safe is still here. I wonder what's in it. Oh shit.
It just stops at the door.
Uh-huh. It just stops at the door. So he comes across, like I said, the craziest things. He has some really cool videos where because he'll tell you the history of the place he's at. So I have one more for him. I have one more from this account. Again, this is UrbanX. So let me get this queued up here. Now, Beard, you might have a heart attack after this one.
Oh, good.
Just to warn you.
Oh, good.
But this is at another abandoned
Beard.
correct term of them is Mexican.
Mexican Americans. Yeah, you can't
funny.
call them meth heads anymore. That's not PC. They're Mexican Americans.
Yeah,
Last
Tris,
of the Methicans.
he would be the first one to go. All right, so he's in another building. He's just kind of exploring at night. This is where he's. It's just some random building. I can't remember what it is, but it's been here for a while. So here we go.
Did I just see a Raid Shadow Legends for a second?
You did.
Yeah, you did.
That's the scariest thing in that video.
It really is.
I don't know if I'm gonna go down there.
So there's
looks
stairs.
This looks like the Turtles' lair from the '90s Turtles movie.
Yeah, this is like an old
This is sketchy.
like an old house
This cannot be
that
safe.
caught on fire, stuff like that. So
No, this is how you step on one bad board and you're stuck down there until you die or somebody finds you and eats you.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much a scene from Evil Dead. Don't go.
you wait
down
for
there.
someone to be like in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Hope I don't find a body down here. It actually looks like it's just underneath the house. It's not really a basement. Still creepy.
Maybe see.
Do you hear that noise?
Yeah.
Stop. Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
I didn't know nobody lived there. Shit. It smelled like piss. I knew somebody was in there.
So yeah, there's a person. If you look in that behind that sheet there, he's kind of hanging out there. So
Man.
Definitely creepy, but not paranormal.
definitely creepy, not paranormal. But he has come across some things where it could be like he can't explain, like that shadow figure that that walked across. But he has quite a bit of. But here's the Cleveland video, or the video where he was in that school, but yeah, he has found some crazy stuff. He has come across actual people who have tried to attack him.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You're gonna do that, especially when you go looking around at night when people who don't have normal shelter are looking for shelter.
Right. So be brave out there if you're gonna do those type of things.
Or just don't do those type of things.
Well, we have a or don't do those stupid things, but people do them and they find the craziest stuff, and then you find us watching them. So we're gonna take a little break here. We're gonna do a special as seen on Cap. Lambercy has something cool to show, other than his T-shirt. All right, so what do you got there, Lambercy? What's going on?
Oh, we're talking about the giveaway?
Yeah.
Oh, the giveaway.
Giveaway.
Yes. We have a one of one, because I couldn't find the one that you had. One of one, a Late Night with Cap tumbler.
There you go.
Nice.
One of one.
So somebody's going to win this.
Someone's going to win this. So we have a question for everyone in the chat. By the way, there was a poll in the chat as well. And it was who was afraid. What are you afraid of most? Let me see if I can get the results off that one. And it was basically, let's see, we got 82% right now is unexplained events, and paranormal sightings is at 18%. Okay, I thought it would be about halfway on that.
Let's see, because unexplained could still mean there's a crazy Mexican American on the other side of that sheet waiting to take
right.
you out.
Yeah. All right, so to get the tumbler, if anyone wants to know, you have to answer this question. Maybe some of you on the panel might know the answer to this. In which country did Halloween originate? I'll give you some time to think it out. But yeah, which country did Halloween originate? And so whoever answers that question, we'll get a tumbler. How are you going to give it to them, Lambert? Are you going to send it to them in mail? Are you going to
They just
DM
have
them?
to message me on Twitter their shipping info, and I'll ship it out to them.
Okay, all right.
It'll go out with tomorrow's mail if they ship it, if they give me the address tonight.
Okay, so Lovett says Scotland. Okay, all right.
I don't think anybody in our chat. I don't think anybody in our chat would cheat, but we can't get away with quickly typing on through Google and trying to find out.
Hey, I don't care what you do. If you're the first one to answer it, you'll get it.
I googled it and stuff, and I was wrong anyways and stuff. I was thinking it was going to be.
Don't give the answer.
I was thinking it was going to be the USA because of Salem, but I was wrong.
No, it is not. It is not the USA. It is not the USA. Oh, Jacob says Germany. Okay, all right.
Hail Halloween.
And then let's see here. I didn't Google. Okay, all right. Australia?
No.
Australia's not a real place.
No, they don't even really celebrate it in Australia.
I'll base my answer on a cartoon that I saw.
Okay, what is your answer? You could win. You could win.
It's called The Halloween Tree. Have y'all seen that movie?
I've seen the Halloween Tree. Yes,
okay.
Somewhere in Europe.
Is it Mexico?
Okay. Not Mexico. No.
Because they have Day of the Dead.
See, I have a guess, but I'm just letting everybody else do because I'm on the panel. I'm on the other show with you all the time.
So far, no one has
gaming this.
So far, no one has said the correct answer. So
I based mine on a cartoon. So.
All right. Well, I mean,
I will say that someone in the chat is not far off.
Yeah, someone is pretty close. While we're waiting for the answer, we'll have this wonderful clip of Beard upset at something. All right.
See, I love how we use that clip, failing to recognize that dog is still taller than Beard.
It is. All right, Beard of Liberty, what do you got? Antarctica? No.
My guess is Ireland.
Ding, ding, ding.
You are absolutely correct. You get a nice little...
And
I based that on a random thing I saw
before that was Triss by saying Celtic.
Yeah. See, I based my guess primarily on some weird thing I saw years ago about how the original jack-o'-lanterns weren't pumpkins. They were like beets or radishes or something. And when they're small and dried up like that, they're extra creepy. And I think somewhere in there I saw something about it being like Irish. So
okay, well, Trish did say the Celtic. Technically, I can give it to her.
You can. No, I'm okay with that.
I feel like being generous today. Both of you hit me up, and both of you will get one.
There you go. Okay, so Triss,
because Triss was the closest at the Celtic, which is Irish, but she didn't actually say Ireland.
So you can DM Lambercy here.
Triss can get the one of one, and I'll get the two of one of two.
It just means we're gonna have two of them.
I know.
It is what it is.
You guys send Beard a tumbler with that dog on it.
Yeah. So there you go. You can DM.
You need a file. I'll do
it. There, and he will send me your address, both of you, and you'll get one. So
all right, I'll link that along in a little bit.
There you go. Someone was close. They had said Scotland. That's just not the right land. Yeah, so we have other videos to share. We're going to go forward here. Now, Defro, you have a second video. This is about Don Phillps. He's kind of famous for, I guess, paranormal investigations.
But he's also a psychic of sorts.
Okay. And do you want to kind of
hold on, explain
what he normally does? I know he has a YouTube channel. He recently had a Netflix Unsolved Mysteries
episode,
and
it's Volume 5, Episode 2, My Paranormal Partner, and it's mainly about he has a spirit that he calls it a spirit that follows him around, that talks to him the entire time and helps him help other people with the activities that he comes across.
Like Quantum Leap.
Well, yeah, sure.
Quantum Leap.
Except the spirit's not smoking a cigar all the time.
that show is so weird. Like, what happens in that movie? So like he gets into someone or that TV show, he gets in someone's body. What happens to that person during the entire time?
Yeah.
That person is no, they tell you that person is in the
asleep.
No, they're in the
Danger zone.
Dead.
They're at
Coma?
the quantum leap place.
What?
No,
So
so
you're
they go to
telling
the
me-
future.
I wake up one day, I'm in like some weird pod, the quantum realm place, and I have no one tells me anything, and then I'm back, and then all these things happen. And apparently, I fall in love with some random woman I never met. I have no memory. Do I have
Don't
memory?
forget, he became a chimp once and swam.
Yeah, but does that chimp remember swimming? Like, what is? it's, what happens?
I'm pretty sure either he swam or he was there, or Dean Stockwell's character was just like, Sam, you can't swim. You're a chimp. You don't have body fat.
We can totally do a whole show just on that show. I mean, whatever.
I'd be down for that.
Okay, so maybe we can do it on after the weekend. All right, so you asked me to play it right around 24 minutes.
Let me tell you what's going on here first.
Okay.
Barry Fitzgerald got up with Steve Marra, which Steve Marra is the scientific establishment of the parapsychology. He works for them. He is like a straight up guy that goes debunking people that are, fake psychics and that kind of thing. He could never debunk Dawn and had been working with Dawn for 10 years. So he decided to bring in another set of eyes, which is Barry Fitzgerald, which is a paranormal investigator. And let's see, I think it's Ireland. He's part of Ghost Hunters International. Anyway, Dawn's spirit that follows him around is called Becky. All right. And so Barry takes him to this castle that he knows nothing about and basically just lets him go into the castle, and then weird things start to happen. And Barry kind of like has to pull him to the side, like something's not right here. But that's where this video comes up.
All right, so we're going to play it here. We're going to start where you asked me to. So here we go.
This was no ordinary haunting by great. This was a jinn and came with the artifacts to the house. Within the Western idealism, we're used genie is a term which is applied to a particular jinn that's trapped to the object.
I always thought this story of jinn and genies were fascinating because.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Wishmaster?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a jinn. Yeah.
That's more accurate
demons,
too.
I suppose.
Yeah.
And they need to be respected.
I told this jinn, you're scaring these people. I think you've caused damage to people. A lot of damage to people's lives.
It became very oppressive. And the more he was pushing, the less responses he was actually starting to get.
I'm aware that you've caused people misery in the past, probably on a quite grand scale.
Don Godlovin has this mass of an ego, which he brings forward into this place. That's the wrong thing to do with the jinn.
I never felt so much out of my comfort zone in my entire life.
Which was when Don went to communicate with Becky, which he does on an everyday basis, of course. You didn't get Becky.
I had this problem in Ireland where I was getting very little from the recorders. Barry said Becky wasn't there because I'd taken a record, so Becky didn't show up. No, she was there. I could feel it all the time that I was there. But it's difficult to explain what is going on when I can't hear Becky. People expect them to be like just talking and answering questions all the time, like it's a telephone. Me and Becky have different ways of communicating. Energy, buzz, or whatever you want to call it, is a confirmation.
Okay, did I miss it? Who's Becky?
All right, so Becky is the name of the spirit that follows him everywhere.
Okay.
But the thing is, when he goes into this place where this jinn is, Becky goes AWOL, basically. Like she no longer is like communicating with him out loud, doing recordings or anything like that. Even though he says he still feels her there and that kind of thing, but she's AWOL. So, and that's when Barry comes in. He's like, "Look, you don't need Becky. You're you're tuning in on where this Jin is in this. It used to be like it was called the Lachine House, is what it's called.
Uh-huh.
And apparently, this aristocrat had accumulated like thousands of artifacts from Egypt and had stored them there.
Right.
And it burned down later on at some time. And then, like, the Jinn had been let loose at that point, and it's stuck there. It's trapped there now.
Okay.
And
So
that's what he's feeling. But the Jinn's not letting him communicate with Becky in this place. But I'll tell you more about Becky after this is finished, because it's a little bit more cynical than that when it comes to Becky.
okay. So Trish said that she has friends that have encountered jinns. Like one jinn was female. I had kid jinns for some reason. The kids would go into her house, but the mother would stay outside. Wow. Wonder what they would do.
Anyway, the short version is after we did a lot of stuff there, Barry was blown away. Absolutely blown.
It was very, very impressive to see Dawn's ability unfold and blossom in front of us. And to a point where I went to the side and I said, Dawn, you have this ability. And you have the ability. You do not need Becky. But he didn't listen.
A little while after Islands, I was talking to Becky, and she said, "You're going to America." Interesting.
Where? Dawn told me. Going to Seattle when? In 18 months' time. So, right, okay. You and me. All right. Right. I just said, okay.
I think that's about it.
Huh.
Yeah.
So
All right. So what ends up happening? All right. And this is just my thoughts on it. And I think Barry was trying to warn him that Becky wasn't who she says she is. Because if you watch the episode, Barry goes on to say in the episode that he actually, like, Becky gave him Dawn a little information about who she was before she became a spirit. And
Right.
Barry took that information and tried to track down who this person really was and could not find anything. Like, she didn't exist, basically.
Okay.
So, but then right after this happens at Lachine House, she tells Dawn, hey, you're going to Oregon in 18 months. Like, she was trying to predict the future of what's going to happen. And in Oregon, she finally speaks out loud and like almost a perfect human voice to both Dawn and Steve, the one with the glasses. And that's when Steve kind of like cut it off. He's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. This is kind of freaking me out. And so, yeah, in my opinion, I think he has a demon of some sort attached to him. That's just my opinion. The reason I want to do this video, I want to get ExtraZero's opinion on what he thinks going on in this as well.
It's really hard to say, you know. It's hard to say with that little slice of it, you know.
Yeah, I tried to get the meat of it right there with especially with Barry trying to tell him, like, hey, you don't need this spirit like talking to you all the time. You have the abilities. You don't need this thing, whatever it is, communicating and trying to help you, supposedly help.
Right. Entities that communicate too, it's very hard from what I've seen from accounts that seem to be legitimate. I'd say it's like 40-60. And I say that on the 60% side, that the ones that do make contact with people and that sort of contact to get them to take actions typically don't have good intention. Actually, it's probably more like 70-30, you know, for the legitimate ones.
Yeah. And that's when I watched the show the first time on Netflix. It's on Netflix. It kind of, it was chilling because when he still believes it's the entity is helping him do good, so he's still communicating with it. But you can honestly see in Barry's eyes on that camera, it's like this is not good. It can't be good.
Yeah, you could say that. I know it was kind of choppy. It was just because it was off of Netflix. But I did put the link in the video there if you want to watch the full one. But Don Phillps does have quite a bit of other videos. He has he's captured things on camera. He's got audio recording. He's been around for a while, so you could definitely watch a lot of cool stuff on his channel for as ghost investigations. So Lambercy, are you ready? Are you ready for your horror doll?
Yeah, I'm here and stuff. I just got done making the other tumbler.
Wow, look at this. Yes, Lambercy is gift wrapping, making tumblers, hanging out on the screen.
The wheels of industry never stop.
Yeah, he is a hard-working man with golf clubs.
I mean, I have over 300 designs for the tumblers at this point.
Yeah, and you could, if you want, Lambert, you can put that in the chat if you want. But yeah, I do have that link in the description of your store. So Lambert's afraid of dolls, even though he sells them. But he's
dolls. I sell anime figures. There's a difference.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you asked me if I had a video of the Annabelle doll, and it's one of my first mystery shorts that I did on this channel. But yes, I have done Annabelle, and Annabelle is terrifying. This is the original Annabelle. It's not from the movie that looks real creepy. It's a Raggedy Ann doll. So I'm sure we've all heard of this story, but we'll go ahead and play it anyways. The Annabelle doll, the story of the child's doll known only as Annabelle, has terrified audiences for years. Annabelle's silver screen portrayal is sure to scare. The true story of the doll is perhaps even more horrifying. A Raggedy Ann doll gifted a young nurse by her mother in 1970. The nurse and her roommate reported frightening events surrounding the doll, such as Annabelle teleporting, finding "Help me, help us" notes written, and even the discovery of blood on the doll's hands. It is led to believe that the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle inhabited the doll, but demonologist Ed Warren and clairvoyant Lorraine Warren feared it was demonic. After the doll scratched the boyfriend of one of the women, Warrens took Annabelle, and the doll resides in a sealed case, secured with prayers and inscriptions in the Warrens Occult Museum in Connecticut. Yeah, so
now here's the thing. The scratched boyfriend is underselling it by a long shot. Before they put the Annabelle doll into a protective glass case, these scratches came from when he woke up, could not move his body, and the Annabelle doll slowly moved up his body and then attempted to strangle him to death.
Well, I can't fit all that in a 60-second short.
No, I know that, but damn.
Another thing too is that while it's still at the museum, people have gone and heckled the doll, and there was there's been
instances where they get in car crashes and die and shit.
Right, and then also like transporting the doll, like when they were getting it to the Warrens Museum, I believe a lot of things happened to. I think it was a priest that did the exorcism on it, and then. Maybe it wasn't an exorcism. Maybe it was just he did a blessing of it, and strange stuff happened to him.
Yeah,
I can't remember the name of the person, but the Annabelle doll reminds me of that one car from. He was a very famous person. I can't remember exactly who it was, but like even his son got gifted the car. His son ended up dying from it. Anyone who got any part of the car ended up dying from it, and it was just insane.
So. This doll has gone on tour. It's what I believe when Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. I don't know if you know him. You probably do. He has a museum in Las Vegas where he has like all these supposed haunted things, and he was friends with the Warrens. And they when he first opened the museum, I believe they let him kind of have it in a special room. He has all these little rooms where he puts really evil things, and this was a special. He did a special viewing of it, I think, for a few days.
I would want to open that. I would want to open the case. I would want to know. I'd want to know. I'd risk dooming the world.
You'd be the first one to die in a horror movie.
you wanted to open it, huh? It says possibly do not open. Warning.
Just salt and burn that son of a bitch.
I mean, I have a can of carb cleaner and a lighter just in case.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I for the comments burning it, if something actually is bound to it, I think you could make things far worse.
Yes.
And that spirit that's in there would try and bind to whatever it could and it could bind to you. I mean, there are cases of haunted people which are interesting.
Yeah. No,
it was James Dean's car. That's the car I was thinking about.
Yeah. Now they try to make it kind of scary in the movies, right? Like this is what it looks like in the movies. It's a little creepy, but
that
to me, the Raggedy Ann doll is creepier though and stuff because that particular doll for the movies was made to look creepy, but the Raggedy Ann doll is made to look sweet, but still looks very creepy, even if you didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I think unsuspecting objects definitely having sinister backstories,
like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, like my Ninja Turtle, man. That's
well, I mean, anytime there's like a toy or some object like this that has a story like this around it, it always reminds me a little bit of like the it's the Japanese folklore where like forgotten items or ignored items, like household items, can become possessed and become yokai, and like really the only way is like take them to like a temple where the only thing they do is keep all the forgotten items and like put the paper seals on them and pray over them every day to keep them from escaping.
Become the island of misfit toys.
Yep. So it is pretty creepy. It's a well-known story. It multiple movies, books. You can actually go see it in person, I think, at their museum. I think it's run by their the Warrens' children, I think, now run it. So you can definitely check it out. Well, thanks, Lambercy. Now I know to buy you a Raggedy Ann doll for Christmas.
I know not to open any packages from Cap.
I'll have it sent by someone else. You won't expect it.
Yeah, I don't open packages I don't recognize. Return to sender.
The return address is Becky?
Yeah. I'll have Jason send you a comic book, and then inside the box will be a Raggedy.
I don't know that it's a false shipment and stuff because I haven't placed an order.
All right. ExtraZero, you have your second video. This is I'm calling it the Japanese haunting.
Oh yeah, so this one's interesting. Again, another one that this one more than the mine one could be debunked, but just the way it's filmed and framed is very unsettling.
Yeah. Do you want me to play a certain point of the video, or
probably just kind of skim it a little bit because there's multiple things that happen in the video.
Okay. Becky is a gold digger. Kanye warned us about it. Yeah.
Well, Sir Mix-a-Lot had,
don't mess with Becky.
Sir Mix-a-Lot set her off wrong.
Now, is there any P. Diddy footage you've got for Halloween here?
No,
I hope not.
No, just Usher dancing at a Kamala rally saying he's going to turn it around because, he's part of Diddy's list.
Yeah.
So I guess he's just showing his house here.
Yeah. Showing the layout of it.
Yeah. So he's just showing his house. I'm going to some creepy music in the background. And he's got, well, I'm not sure what this is. It's like some.
Yeah. Would have to run that through Google Translate to
It's okay.
Oh, hell no. I already see the door and the floor.
A door in the floor? Could be just to a basement. It's a nice house.
See, I don't like this because everything scary from this side of the world is worse.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. So what he was showing was that he got this house for very cheap, for 49,000 yen.
Okay.
I'm assuming a month for rent.
Yeah. Now he's just kind of walking through the house.
Yeah. And so he signed a contract, kind of locking himself in.
Right. Interesting. Toilet. Well, I could have a sign for that.
I love the Japanese fancy toilets.
Yeah, isn't that neat? They have like special buttons.
Yes.
Heaters. What is that noise?
I think it was birds.
Bird? Okay. Are you sure? You sure it's not Beard of Liberty squealing?
I think he's just outside saying, "You've been gnomed."
Cheap houses in Japan usually mean someone died. There's a name for them. Yeah, I think Extra is looking that up.
I think it's abracadabra. Is the term.
Yeah, and the Japanese people culturally have strong attachments to their homes.
Yeah, they're called Akiya houses.
Yep.
There's a lot of them. It's not just a chance that someone died and stuff. Their population is dwindling. A lot of their population is elderly at this point, so there's a lot of abandoned homes because of that. Because there's just nobody there.
Yeah.
I was looking into it for like $50,000. You can get a really nice house out there, like not to rent, like to legitimately own.
Right.
Yeah, they have it. There's I watched something recently with James May. He was doing like a little tour of Japan. It's on Amazon, and he went through one of those towns. They actually put up straw people in the town to mimic like people that used to live in the town, because there's nobody that lives in the town anymore, hardly.
It's a clean house.
But even in major cities, there's even like abandoned houses in like the surrounding cities too.
Right. So he's gonna put some. He's gonna. Yeah, I think he's also, if I'm right, after watching it, he's gonna like cleanse it. He's got like
It's a decent amount of space too.
Yeah. Well, most of their furniture's, it's just on the ground. They don't have a lot of bulky furniture like we do here.
This reminds me of the Mexican Catholic family that bought my grandparents' house after they passed away. They were good friends with them, but they still did have a priest come through and bless everything.
Okay.
And so for them, they can do cleansings with salt and alcohol.
Yeah. A little bit of ASMR here for you folks.
See, that's what I tell people I'm doing at the bar. I'm cleansing my liver with salted pretzels and beer.
So this is kind of like the first part. Now there's another video that's much shorter.
Yeah, he's mixing the cleanse right now, and he just kind of does his thing. So, yeah, see you later. Lost internet here.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Probably got yelled at from YouTube. No, we're good. Okay, so yeah, it's a. So I guess he was explaining it. He's definitely cleansing the house. It was empty. He was showing you what was going on there. I don't know if he's had any issues.
Well, the second video that I just put in private, it's really creepy.
Okay.
It's very short and it kicks off right from the start.
Okay. So we have the setup. Now we have this. So let me get this.
Oh, good. Just as I let my guard down.
Yeah. That's the best part for you, Beard.
Just pull your beard up over your eyes.
Again.
Beard, don't worry about it. I got more coming. So
this one easily could be fake.
Okay, so here we go. Well, I'm just gonna play. It's 3 minutes. So. What?
Could be walking on The Walking Dead.
Yeah. And he hears this howling and crying, but nobody's there.
A frog?
It'd be a weird frog.
This shit is straight up out of Grudge, man.
Man, I'm really glad I'm not playing Ghostwire Tokyo tonight.
They're a Harry Potter fan. I'm gonna start calling them Moaning Myrtle.
全然わかんない。めっちゃ雨降ってるけど。
I mean, I can't make fun of him for going out and trying to find the source, because I definitely would do that.
It could have been somebody hurt, you know?
Yeah. See, this is when the fog rolls in. You just see the really tall woman wearing white and a big hat.
こっちですね。やっぱ道路ですね。めちゃめちゃ雨降ってんすよ、今日。
There's nothing there.
Yeah.
で、今回、
Well,
Mine-
like,
I mean,
could that be like a frog?
I wouldn't think a frog, but I would think it could be somebody hiding and making the voices. Somebody behind, because he doesn't go behind that brick wall. Nonetheless, it's creepy. Now, unlike the exploring abandoned mines and unusual places, the content on his channel is more geared. There's some cat stuff and all on there, but and him using his GoPro, but it's very horror oriented. So there is plausible deniability in this one. You wouldn't blame anybody for being skeptical of it.
Who would we lose?
It's like we lost Lambency.
Oh my. Lady in a big hat, mommy Dommy from Resident Evil. Yeah, maybe. She is based off that one traditional spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you okay, out here in Texas, you hear some weird noises from bugs that are literally this big, and you can never find them, and it's like, what? And
you still haven't adapted to the bugs.
No, I have not, or the mice, or anything else. He looks like he's coming back,
or the snakes.
Well, thanks for sharing that extra. Again, you can. I think I put the first video in there with the going to.
Freaking StreamYard logs me out.
Look at him. He was working
then
so
trying
hard.
to log me back in and kicked me out of the stream.
Lambency, I was thinking next Halloween we're gonna watch your last few minutes of your streaming there.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We were a little worried about you. So.
There was something,
Oh.
dude. There was something in that bookcase behind you. In that China hutch, there was something. There was a shadow.
Right.
There was something there.
I ain't fucking moving. I ain't got any money to go elsewhere, so you're stuck with me.
He's bringing it back.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome back, Lambert. And you're just in time, because when I told everybody we're going to do this month, it was a few weeks ago, and I spent weeks trying to find really creepy videos. There is some like really crazy stuff out there. If you go down this rabbit hole, you'll find some fake videos. Some of the weirdest videos I've ever seen. It wasn't really good for this channel. Are doorbell camera videos where weird people just show up on their rings. That we can do a whole show on that one. Now there's all kinds of stuff now that cameras are picking up out in the world. So there's a lot of stuff. But when I was searching, I don't know how I found this account. This account is very new. It's I'm talking within the last 6 months, this account just popped up on YouTube. I'm not sure what to think of it. I'll let you guys decide after you watch it. So they're very short videos too.
Oh, I don't know what this is, but
Is it going to be the chupacabra?
Or Skinwalker.
It's going to be the man bear pig.
This video is called tape number 4, I believe.
Barrel.
See, I don't know what it is, but I expect that JT's probably watching for my reaction.
So is this Texas Chainsaw Massacre now?
Oh no, that's where Courage the Cowardly Dog lives.
It kind of looks like that house.
Yeah.
For he'd been naughty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can confirm when Amazon started building their warehouses and the woods got, diminished. We started getting coyotes, and they do throw you off if you never heard them. That looks like a miniature almost.
Yeah.
It's like how the windows are all misaligned and shit.
I think it just looks small because, the asymmetry of it and the grass being
I'll
tall.
give some thoughts that I'm having once we get to the end of this.
Okay.
Nope.
Now try watching this at like 1:00 in the morning when your whole house is dark and you're trying to figure this out. What is going on? This is the first video I watched on this channel.
Why go? I guess if you want to sensationalize it, you want to sell it. I would go in the daytime if it was me.
There's no audio. No one's talking. Pigeons.
Okay, so one of my ideas is probably out the window now. Like that pigeon.
Now we see the barrel.
That's what it was named.
I know, right? Look, they're doing the thing. Barrel.
I can't tell if Jason knows what's going on and is loving this or hating it.
He's been very
Get
quiet.
out! Get out!
He's been very quiet all stream.
I swear, if that skibbity toilet bastard pops out of that barrel, I am unsubbing and not talking to you ever again.
Oh, don't worry. I got something better for you later. I got something just for you later. Here.
Good.
No, this is. I have to show this to you guys because this is so odd.
I wouldn't trust those stairs.
No.
And it is real. It's not AI. It's a real video.
Big old note.
Did you hear that? Somebody was running.
Oh. Whew. Oh,
okay. Yeah, I have ideas.
Okay, I got one more. I got another video for you. But yes, go ahead. What are your ideas?
I mean, if it's from the same channel, I'll wait till we watch the other one.
It is. So this channel is called Briscoe Park. Is the channel name. There's nothing to it. If you go to the channel, I'll go to the channel itself here in a second, and I'll show you more videos. But here we go. This one is when this person, whoever it is walking through woods too at night. Oh, hold on. Shared the wrong video. Here we go.
Because that's normally when you walk in the woods, right?
At night?
Yeah.
Yeah. There are people who camp at Walmart and find weird stuff. I found those videos too.
See, woods at night don't bother me. I could do this.
What if old Sam Squanch shows up?
Eyeballs.
Yeah. Deer.
Deer?
Sam
Yeah, sure.
Squanch?
No, maybe not. Those are very forward facing. So maybe probably a predator of some kind because they're very forward facing. But anything that hunts or moves around much at night most of them have that eye shine.
Yeah.
Right.
There's always a pigeon.
There's always a pigeon.
Bird.
You are right.
Sounds like a goose. I'd be much more afraid of a goose.
Yeah.
Does it say where he's filming this?
No. I will tell you a story after this, but no, he does not tell you. I don't even know if it's a guy.
Well, I mean, does he even tell you what state? Or
No.
anything? Oh, okay.
Well, there's a castle.
All right, I'm pretty sure now. If I'm right, this is still
I think this is a really
fantastic.
fucked up version of The Ring. You know, fucking, I'm not copying this. If I'm gonna die in 7 days, so fucking be it. I'm gonna clap some cheeks and then leave.
Is that Santa on the castle?
I can see how you'd see that.
Yeah, well, at first it looked like maybe it was like painted on. Then now I just see it's the architecture.
Okay. This is
Okay.
really effective and really good and really impressive.
Yeah. It's like Rapunzel, like a Rapunzel's house. Tangled.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your weave.
You know, if she's been up there not allowed to cut her hair at all, she could be tossing down armpit hair. You never know what you're getting yourself into.
And there's some.
Okay.
See?
Maybe you skip to the
You
sheep.
ever see those mountain goats that can like climb up ridiculously steep things and they just chill there like it's nothing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna jump here up ahead a little bit. But yeah, another castle.
Also, speaking of climbing up ridiculous things, rat snakes can climb up vertical brick walls.
Oh, thanks.
It's weird when you see just a snake at eye level
See-
on a wall.
See, that looks like a little model.
Yeah.
It does. Yep.
Well, why
Inside
is that out in the middle of
See,
nowhere?
okay. That's
So-
a nice. Okay, that's a nice touch.
So here's the channel. If you want to go check it out, they have it's everything you can imagine is real. But yeah, Briscoe Park.
That's really good.
He only has 11 videos. He's got 10 subs, 10,000 subs, but he like
okay.
The channel started not very long ago. But here's. Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to go ahead and I want to know everyone's thoughts about this?
Let me put out my guess here, because there are two things that have. One of them, not so much anymore these days. The liminal spaces thing is kind of faded away a little bit. It's not quite as popular, everybody doing it as they were before. But I think this is piggybacking off two things: liminal spaces and this new like lo-fi VHS, like retro style, like analog horror style. And there's several channels that have come up with doing that on YouTube. So he's taken those two things, that isolation and that spooky feeling, especially with the low resolution VHS look. And I'm betting that this is, and he can do this in a very small, in the size like room I'm in with enough work. This is motion captured through Unreal Engine 5. The only thing that made me not think that was probably the pigeon, but with enough work, you could still make that look really good in that engine.
I don't think it's UE5.
Anyone else want to weigh in on what they think is happening here?
In some ways, to me, it almost kind of looks like a stop motion picture and stuff, and it's not actual landscape.
Right. Okay.
Well, that's the reason I keep asking, like, where, because the grass doesn't look like anything.
Oh, it's a real place.
Okay.
It's all of the scenes were shot in Canada. And there's a area in Canada, and I'll tell you how he discovers this. There's an area in Canada that has just been abandoned almost centuries from Orthodox Catholics that came from Russia. So they came to Russia, they came to Canada, they built a little town. They even built like this. I'm going to try to find the church because that kind of gives it away. They built a church. It kind of, and it's just everywhere in these little fields. It's not like all together. It's just kind of spaced out. All this is in kind of a span of like, I don't know, like 10 miles of each other. And so my wife and I, she was so like, where is this place? So she gets on Google Maps. First, she looks up Briscoe Park. It's not really a park. There's no place like that. But there's a place in Canada. And then she looked up, is there any abandoned Orthodox Russian churches? And she found it. And she zoomed in on Google Maps. And yeah, she spent a good time researching. I gave her props. Wow. But I'm going to show you right here of the church. And this is kind of cool. But yeah, it is a ghost towns, I guess, ghost villages, I guess, if you want to call it. That he's just kind of filming at night in the rain. But here it is. So, but he just popped up recently. So this is that gate rings for no reason. But this is the church.
Huh.
Wow.
Almost
It's
like
all
a
real.
face.
Yeah. Just left behind.
I mean, it definitely looks like there's a filter and a slight. I don't know that I want to say fisheye.
Yeah, he might be doing something to it, but this is the place he's filming is all real. And look at this artwork. It's all, this whole church here is. It's just been
the very directed spot of that flashlight. The way that the shadows would just slightly differ from the face of whatever object we're looking at kind of lends itself to that artificial look, that artificial kind of creepy look.
Yeah, this guy does a great job.
Look, if this is a real place and this dude is playing the long game and is going to start like building his actual own lore by mixing things in that don't actually exist, it's going to be fantastic because people are going to get bought in. They're going to think this is kind of creepy, but it's not going to be this weird thing. And then one day he's just going to drop a little thing in the background and wait for people to find it.
Yeah. By the way, the poll results are in. Unexplained Events had the win for 84%. So I'm going to go ahead and ask the panel here. We'll go with Beard first. Unexplained or paranormal sightings?
Unexplained.
Unexplained. Okay.
Unexplained. Because, I mean, in my definition, paranormal already falls into unexplained, but unexplained also could be somebody that's out to get you and not just a ghost that wants to go boo.
Okay. And Death Row, unexplained or paranormal sightings?
I got to go with unexplained as well.
Okay.
Just because, like he said, you don't know somebody's got a grudge against you for no apparent reason, just messing with your life,
Yeah. ExtraZero, you've had experiences with
Yes.
paranormal sightings. So...
But I think unexplained is worse because it's more terrifying because when your imagination's at work, it can take something that you don't, you could think something legitimately terrifying has happened to you, and then your imagination goes to work and, makes a mountain out of a molehill. As I mentioned in my video when I was on talking about my experiences, for years, I wondered up until I re-experienced them again in 2014, whether it had actually happened to me. And, trying to explain it away was perplexing.
Yeah. And again, if you want to watch that video, you can. It's out on the channel. Lambercy, unexplained?
Definitely unexplained. I've dealt with paranormal, but the unexplained, like Zero said, your mind can just go from 0 to 100 real quick and stuff. I've heard all kinds of different things and stuff, and I've had unexplained things happen to me in my life and stuff, and it's the unexplained things that creep me out because that's when my mind, which already goes way too fast, starts thinking things that I shouldn't.
Right. Okay. And Jason, unexplained or?
Yeah, unexplained events because it strikes a chord with how vast the universe is and how despite how precious human life is, how small it is in the greater scheme of things. I think it really strikes home, and it brings about an existential level of terror.
Yeah, I would agree on unexplained as well. There's a lot of unknowns out there, especially in the ocean.
Well,
all right.
The only experience I ever had with a paranormal thing was it's unexplained at first, and then it became paranormal later. So,
So
it was just the only experience I ever had.
What was that?
Yeah, sure.
That's a long story, but you want me to get into it?
You want like you have like a cliff note?
Sort of. If you've ever heard, you ever heard of the thing called the Hat Man?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you've talked about the Hat Man before on
No,
this channel.
what's
You've
the
talked
Hat
about
Man?
you've talked about the Hat Man.
Okay. I had an experience at my grandparents' house when I was a kid with the Hat Man. I never told anybody about it for years. Scared the shit out of me. I put my head underneath the pillow the whole 9 yards and just kind of like froze there all night. Because it just stood over the bed, didn't do anything, just kind of looked at me all night long.
Mm-hmm.
Had the trench coat on, the hat, the whole 9 yards, just standing there looking. Next morning, I go looking around the house to try to find it. Never found a hat that looked like that. It looked like one of those old detective hats. It's weird.
Okay, like a fedora?
Yeah. And I never could. My granddad didn't wear that type of hat. So years later, after my grandparents had passed on, my grandmother was the last one to pass on, and then my aunt, she's asking all the relatives, the cousins, right? Like, hey, who wants to get the house? Who wants to buy the house? Because nobody's living there. We don't want it to go to crap or anything like that. And I just said hell no, and she's like looked at me weird, like, why are you saying hell no? It's like, because the only thing that ever happened to me in my life happened in that damn place, and I don't want to go back there. I never did sleep in that house ever again from that moment. She goes on to tell me that, yeah, because the last 2 years she spent in that house herself taking care of her mom, which was my grandmother, until she passed away. She's like, yeah, I woke up one night and I had somebody standing over me with a hat on and a coat, holding me down on the bed and wouldn't let me up. And I was like, holy shit. And this was like, 15, almost 20 years apart from when I had my experience. And when she told me that, I got chill bumps all over my arms.
Why?
And I'm like, I'm not the only person that saw this damn thing. It's like I finally, had somebody that saw it beside me. Because I had never said anything to anybody about that.
That's odd.
And then, of course, 2019 comes around and this shit comes out. I'll leave a link, and I put the IMDb link in the private chat. It came out in 2019.
Oh, the movie,
the documentary. Well, I think it's a documentary. I'm not sure, because here's the thing: it was on Amazon when it first came out, and now it's disappeared. You can't find it anywhere.
It was a documentary, yeah.
But basically, the guy goes down the whole, like, there are several people that have seen this thing and had experiences with it, and I thought I was just seeing shit, or somebody, or my my granddad was playing a prank on me or something like that. But
okay,
like I said, the next morning I couldn't find that type of hat anywhere in the house.
I've heard stories about this gentleman. Usually he shows up, right before you kind of something crazy happens in your life, or you have someone passes away, right? Beard, are you there? Are you here with us? Hat of Liberty?
He's the hat
I'm
man
here.
now.
I'm here.
Okay, so since you were you're still in a joking mood, Beard of Liberty. I found this is also from that channel, UrbanX. This is the best one, and I saved it for you last.
Oh boy.
So another school, different abandoned school in Cleveland. But
I'm really annoyed that I can't.
I'm hoping that one of these Cleveland schools' team names is the Steamers.
Oh, that's nasty.
We'll get to your comment here in a minute, Tris. But yeah. He's a little scared. He's heard some noises. He's heard things running around him.
Does it say keep out on the door?
If I hear noises at home, I'm going to go towards the noises and find out what they are. I'm not going to do this here.
It looks like claw marks on the door.
Yeah. Oh.
Nope. Nope.
Yes.
It's like Jason's loving this about as much as I am.
See a black and mild and
Yeah.
No. Now you're just in somebody's home.
it's a Fanta bottle. It might be Chris Chan.
The guy's just disappointed that his lottery ticket didn't pay out.
I think he scared the person more.
Keep going. The guy's probably tripping out on stuff and he's got a knife.
It was very clear. It said keep out.
Yes.
What now?
I'm out of here.
Yes, Tris, why is he not running faster?
I wish I would have knew this when I first entered.
After he first entered, there was a hint of this thing. The whole time he's been watched.
It's crazy in here.
No.
Nope, did not see it.
You never know.
Okay.
Oh, look, a Mexican American.
Oh, okay. Barely. I mean, I can see how you missed that.
I'm not seeing it.
It
was in the very back.
Yeah, he's walking through the doorway to the right. He's like exiting the hallway.
Oh, okay.
Way down there. He has to light it up. Yeah. So he has a couple videos like this where he's been watched and he doesn't even know it. And
This guy is actually his last video is actually going to be his like own Blair Witch found tape because he went missing and nobody found him for a while.
Yeah, he's a pretty big guy. I don't know, but let's see. Trish says one time I watched videos about about Hat Man got paranoid and went to sleep listening to Hindu prayer. Ended up having a problematic dream.
Prophetic.
That day. A prophetic, dream that day. Yeah. Well, yeah. Some of this stuff, if you watch this stuff enough, you won't sleep. I'll just put it that way. Why did he stop? Well, I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to make sure. He should have been running faster. But he has a lot. There's another video on his channel where he's like, he didn't even notice, and people told him later, like, "Hey, man, there was like a dude like following you." And
you get like paranoid schizophrenics in there that are trying to hide from you because they think every single person in the world is after them, and you get too close one time.
Well, not only that, you got people that had just got out of prison or some shit, and they can't go anywhere near, a certain mile radius of certain schools, and so they just go out in the middle of nowhere where these places are abandoned, kind of sit around. Yep. You don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah. True. Well, this has been a fun night. We're going to probably wrap it up here soon. We're coming up to 2 hours. I've had fun watching all these videos and then showing you guys my videos. I hope you all had a good time. What do you have coming up? I'm going to start with Hat of Liberty. You seem to have something going on every day.
Yes, as soon as we are done here, I'm going straight over to my channel to play some Dragon Age Origins. I was actually planning on doing a short stream before this and a short stream after this, but car work got in the way, and I really didn't want to be touching my new keyboard with oil and grease and everything all over my hands. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you filming the car work?
No, because most of it would have been me hitting my oil filter with a rubber mallet and cursing for like an hour and a half.
That's entertainment, man.
Death Row, you're going to be on After the Weekend with us on Monday reviewing Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp. What else you got going on?
I probably will be reviewing Dead Alive for Saturday, which is another Peter Jackson movie. Kind of follow along with what we've already seen. And then I'm going to start getting into a TV series that I really like. It's the Devil's Hour. The second season just came out on Amazon. I love that show. It's getting even weirder now. So
okay, yeah, cool. Sounds good. You can find him at Death Row over there. ExtraZero. You kind of mentioned what you were kind of doing in the beginning.
Yeah. So got a bit going on tomorrow on my YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com/ExtraZero. I'm actually going back and doing a reaction video to my very first YouTube video from 17 years ago, where I was a wee 21-year-old lad. So gonna watch that and react to it. And then, of course, I've been doing some editing for Gronk Squad. If you don't know Lethal Lightning, he has a gaming channel, and I've been editing for them, doing some meme intros. And, check out Gronk Squad, check out the Gronky on Dogs podcast. And then I'll be doing a lot more on my channel in the coming week because I'll have a buddy in town. We're going to be doing some Transformers content. I'll be doing a vlog. I do need to do a video. I've been working this out, but I'm doing a series called Extraspectives. I'm not a toy reviewer, but I'm going back and looking at some milestone figures in my collection and doing like I want to do evergreen content for the channel and have, just look back on what made some figures important and impactful and where they stand today and why we were excited about them at the time. So I'll be doing my MPO1 Extraspective, and I hope to have that up by the weekend. So if you're interested in collecting or anything Transformers related, check out there. But the gaming content's great. And I'd also appreciate a follow over on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, because I'm nearing 1,000 followers over there.
Oh, cool. We should chat a little bit more off a line because I have collections of old toys from way back when. Some of them are in tubs, some of them are out. Yeah, so that would be fun if we were.
No, 100%.
Lambercy, I know you're working hard shipping tumblers. Here's another one. Here's a version of mine. It's kept my water cold the entire time. So I'm not just a promoter of the tumbler. I'm a tumbler as well.
Nailed it.
Lambercy, what do you got going on your channel?
Just basically gearing up for the Christmas season. Christmas season's make or break for all companies, as any company knows. It doesn't matter if it's e-commerce or, in person and stuff. So I've been gearing up for that and stuff, just trying to get ready. Also been working a lot on my lo-fi.
Are you going to sell Christmas tumblers?
I might.
Okay.
You should make one tumblers.
You should make one of Bearded Liberty with a Santa hat.
I was planning on doing it with a Santa hat with a gnome outfit, But no, I've just been working on the tumblers.
The hat and the pants with the suspenders and nothing else.
Okay.
I've been working on the tumblers, the lo-fi music, also working behind the scenes with White Bear Whitey for some upcoming projects with the he wants to do like 8-bit kind of style videos, and I'm going to work on some music for him.
Cool.
And I'm finally going to put my foot down and finally get on to my own damn podcast. I'm supposed to do a once-a-month podcast, and it's about 4 months late. So I'm going to try to get that done this weekend. We'll see.
Okay, very cool. We'll look forward to seeing that. Maybe next month when we have our show, you'll have it ready and you can introduce it. Jason, I know Jupiter is almost a 10K. How close are you?
I'm at like 94.69 or something like that. It's very close to 9,500.
Nice.
Yeah, see what I did there. I'm about halfway done with Jupiter issue 2, so I'm trying to get Jupiter issue 1 up to 10K. So please go check it out. It's a great little comic book here with the flip cover, 40 pages full color. But I'm plugging away, having a great time.
Very cool. I'm excited. I can't wait for
I should mention and stuff. Tris, don't forget to message me on Twitter so you can get your Tumblr.
Yes, Tris. Make sure you get your Tumblr. Now, Jacob's asked, are you going to do this again next week? Unfortunately, no. The live streams now are just once a month. And the last few streams that we've done Art Bell, we've done the Alaskan Triangles. I'm not sure what we're going to do for November.
Let's be real. He can't handle us more than once a month.
Is he wanting a Halloween special or something? Is that what he's?
Well, this was my Halloween special, so I mean,
what are you doing on Halloween though?
I'm trick or treating with my kid. You know what scares me? A bad werewolf, a bald werewolf. Nothing scarier than seeing a full moon shining on the head of a bald werewolf.
Why is it got to be a bad werewolf? He just said a bald werewolf, not a bad one. Why'd you have to make him bad? Maybe he's a nice werewolf. Maybe he has a wife and family, man. Why you got to make him bad?
Yeah, they're usually bad. Well, this has been fun. Again, I will after the stream is kind of ended, I will put most of these links to those videos in the description. So if you want to go back and investigate them yourselves, you can do that. Everyone, thanks for coming by. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, please do. That'd be great. And make sure you hit the like and share it out. And if anybody missed the live show, everyone, you have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. Beard, I hope you get your car fixed. So
me too.
All right, everyone. See ya. Thanks again.
Bye. Have a wonderful time. Hi, I'm Paul.